Joining us now is the Democratic Congressman from the state of Massachusetts, Jake Auchincloss, who joins us live up from Capitol Hill, I believe, where they got a late night here in Washington. There he is, Congressman. Late evening. Thanks for being with us here on this special edition of The Hill. You are a member of the Democratic Party, a supporter of both Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I wonder, though, and one of the things that you focus on is China. And with them doing this tonight, just a couple hours before Joe Biden essentially gives his goodbye speech or his reasoning as to why he's stepping aside in the race, is this what we should be on the lookout for? Is this what we're going to be dealing with for the next 5 months, potentially?
The core takeaway is that China and Russia are really doubling down on their partnership, this friendship that, quote, knows no limits, in the language of Xi Jinping. And that is why, if we are going to be tough on China here in Washington, D.C., we have to understand that it also requires being tough on Russia. It is one and the same. They are part of an axis of authoritarianism. And our strength in Ukraine, defending the West, is critical to our credibility in the Indo-Pacific, pushing back on CCP belligerents.
So what can President Biden, what's he going to do now, Jake, Congressman, excuse me, it's late. Congressman, what's he going to do going forward? Because you know the dynamics up on Capitol Hill. Republicans control the body of which you serve. So major legislation isn't happening. Is it just at this point, God forbid, there's going to be a natural disaster at some point with a hurricane? We hope that's not the case, but then the commander-in-chief steps in and coordinates. Is it foreign policy and stuff like this? Is that what the president's going to be overseeing?
Well, you say major legislation isn't happening. That's a decision for Speaker Johnson. For example, we negotiated bipartisan border security legislation that was negotiated by one of the most conservative senators in Congress from Oklahoma, a liberal senator from Connecticut, toughest, fairest set of measures in a generation, endorsed by the Border Patrol agents, and Donald Trump torpedoed it. So the question about whether we can pass major legislation is really in the hands of Speaker Johnson and Donald Trump, whether they want to govern on issues that matter to Americans, like immigration, or whether they want to campaign on it. Now, what President Biden can do, even if the Republicans are going to play political games, is he can focus on foreign policy. He can authorize Ukraine to strike anywhere, anytime in Russia, particularly energy sites with military application, to help asphyxiate the hard currency they're getting from oil and gas exports. He can help reach a conclusion to Israel's war in Gaza that requires return of the hostages, demilitarizing and de-radicalizing the Strip, so that Israel can live in peace and the Palestinians have security and dignity.
Kamala Harris, let me ask you about her, Congressman. Here was President Biden earlier this evening.
You know, in recent weeks, it's become clear to me that I need to unite my party. Nothing can come in the way of saving our democracy. That includes personal ambition. So I've decided the best way forward is to pass the torch.
He says he's going to pass the torch to Kamala Harris, obviously. Are you comfortable, Congressman, with how all this played out in 33 hours? You had President Biden going to social media, putting a letter forward, and then last night at 10 o'clock, the Washington Post and the Associated Press. It was at this time, 10:15, just last night. Hey, she's the nominee. She's got the delegates. How comfortable are you with that process?
Kamala Harris said she was going to earn and win the nomination, and she earned and won the nomination. Not because the AP said it, but because the delegates said it, who were duly elected. And President Biden's words are important and patriotic, but actually the most important words were Nikki Haley's from months ago, when she said, the party that changes the top of its ticket first wins. And she's right, because now this election is about the future versus the past. It's about Donald Trump's grievances and his self-obsession versus Kamala Harris's vision for a future of lower costs and U.S. global leadership.
Congressman Jake Auchincloss, Democrat from the state of Massachusetts. Thank you, sir, for staying up with us tonight. Appreciate it. We'll catch you again next time. Thank you for watching. And make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.